Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 and the extra 6 episodes we got. And we're going to be talking about all 6 episodes because they released the titles and the synopsis for all 6. Now, I wasn't really expecting this information to come out, so this is really awesome that they released it. Earlier today, I made a video talking about the little table read teaser that they released for episode 19. I have that on the channel if you want to go check it out. But today's video, or this video, is going to be talking about all 6 episodes, and it pretty much tells us what's going to be happening in the episodes. And then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button because we still have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up. And it's only 3 months away until we get season 10 back, so that's also coming up, which I'm very excited for. And then obviously the other shows as well, so be sure to subscribe if you're a fan. But let's get into it. Alright, starting off with episode 17, it is titled Home Sweet Home, and the synopsis says, Maggie has returned with a story she is not ready to share even when her past catches up to her. Negan's safety is at stake again. Daryl and Maggie fight an unseen and unknown threat. For a second there, I thought it was going to say Negan and Maggie fight, and I was like, whoa, that's insane. But anyways, so it's directed by David Boyd, and it's written by Kevin D. Bolt and Corey Reed. And Corey Reed, he's been writing episodes since season 5. In season 10, he wrote episodes like Open Your Eyes and A Certain Doom. And in Kevin D. Bolt, he wrote episodes like Bonds and The Tower. And then David Boyd, he's been directing episodes since season 2. So he's been there for a long time. And he's directed some really good episodes as well in the past. So I'm excited for this. So yeah, getting into that synopsis real quick and breaking that down. Interesting synopsis. So it looks like it's going to be picking up pretty much right where the season 10 finale left off. So this is like the scene or like the episode where we're going to get Maggie and Negan talking, which is going to be really interesting. We did see the table read when they met, but I think it's going to be really cool seeing it, on screen, because, Negan now is sort of like a different, not even sort of, he is like a different person now. So it's going to be interesting in seeing her reaction. And based on the synopsis, it looks like she's probably going to be kind of angry because it's saying that Negan's safety is at stake again. And then return with a story she's not ready to share yet. I think that is just probably her. I don't know if she wants to tell them yet about the Commonwealth. I don't even know if it's the Commonwealth, but I'm assuming it is. But I think she eventually will when she finds out that Ezekiel and them were taken by some group. And then the fight an unseen and unknown threat. What do you guys think that is? I mean, is it going to be unseen and unknown? So it's obviously not the Whisperers or anything like that because they've never seen them before. So, and Maggie's never seen it, so I'm assuming it's nothing Commonwealth related. So what do you guys think that unknown threat is? I'm sort of thinking it's gonna be something nature-wise, like nothing walkers or anything like that. So something that they've never had to deal with before, and I'm assuming it's gonna be nature. But yeah, you guys let me know, what do you think? But episode 18, moving on, episode 18 is titled Find Me, and the synopsis says, an adventure for Daryl and Carol turns sideways when they come across an old cabin. It takes Daryl back to the years when he left the group after Rick disappeared, as he relives a time that only the apocalypse could manifest. And again, this episode is directed by David Boyd, and it's written by Nicole Morant Matthews. In season 10, Nicole has written the episode We Are the End of the World and Walk With Us. So those are both really good episodes as well. So getting into the synopsis, that's an interesting one because it looks like it's going to be a pretty deep episode for Daryl. And I'm interested in seeing if we're going to get any flashbacks or anything like that. Or is Daryl going to... Because they did bring up Rick in the synopsis, so I'm interested in seeing, is he going to find out about Rick or something like that? I mean, I think it's definitely possible because, I'm sure Judith will end up telling him in the future. I don't know if they want to tell him now, though, because I feel like if they tell Daryl, he would be, interested in that, going to find Rick rather than deal with the Commonwealth. So I feel like that might be, a season 11 thing. But I do think we're going to get some flashbacks in this. We might, or it just might be like an internal thing where he's just thinking about it. We might also see Carol and Daryl talk about leaving again because we know now they are leaving because they're having a spin-off. And they were discussing that before the whispers, and now they're probably going to discuss it again because he says he's reliving a moment where only the apocalypse could manifest. So now he's dealing with all these other groups and stuff like that. They might discuss leaving again, and this might set up the future. All right, episode 19 is titled One More, and the synopsis says Gabriel and Aaron search for food and supplies to bring back to Alexandria. Small tragedies lead to bigger tragedies. As faith is broken and optimism is fragmented when they are put to the ultimate test. And the episode was directed by Laura Belsey, and it is written by Eric Mountain and Jim Barnes. And then Jim Barnes has written episodes such as Ghosts and Stalker and A Certain Doom. I won't talk too much about this one because I do have a video on the channel talking more about this one because today they released the table read for that episode. But yeah, it looks like Gabriel and Aaron, like it says, they're scavenging, and then I think they're gonna run into somebody, and in that table read, that somebody is sort of testing Gabriel on his faith and questioning him and stuff like that. So, and in the ultimate test, that's interesting. I have a feeling that has something to do with possibly helping out the stranger, because the stranger is an opposing side of Gabriel. You know, like he doesn't have faith, Gabriel does, and I think Gabriel might try to help him. So we'll see if that's what it is. But yeah, I do have a video on that one if you want to check it out. All right, episode 20 is titled Splinter. Eugene, Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Princess are captured and separated. Princess struggles with her memories on her traumatic past and tries to escape one way or another with the help of Ezekiel. This episode is directed by Laura Belsey and written by Julia Rutschman and Vivian Say. Alright, so Julia Rutschman has written episodes like The World Before, Morning Star, The Tower, and Vivian Say has written episodes like Stradivarius, Scars, which is a really good episode in season 9. And she also has written Morning Star, so she's worked with Julia before. And then the director, Laura Belsey, has directed episodes like The Calm Before in season 9, which is a really good episode. And in season 10, she's directed What It Always Is and The Tower. So the synopsis for this one, they also released a table read for Splinter as well. But yeah, like it says, it's pretty straightforward. So this is picking up where we left off in the season 10 finale with the Commonwealth. So it's awesome how we're getting a Commonwealth episode. I wasn't expecting that one. But yeah, we're going to get to see some more Commonwealth, which is exciting. And like it said here, so the group is like, they're captured. They put them in like behind these trucks or something like that, and they're all separated and they're trying to escape. Like there was a scene where like Ezekiel snuck into Princess's cart, and they were coming up with an escape plan. I'm really excited for that one. That looks to be a pretty good episode. And episode 21 is once again directed by David Boyd, and it's written by Heather Belson. And Heather Belson has been writing episodes since season 5. She wrote like Self-Help and Them, Always Accountable, and in season 10 she's writing Diverged. Episode 21 is titled Diverged, and the synopsis says Daryl and Carol come to a fork in the road and head their separate ways, each going into their own type of survival mode. The easiest of challenges become harder. Will their individual journeys be the tipping point needed to mend their friendship, or is the distance between them permanent? Well, okay then. That one seems a little bit intense. So it looks like Carol and Daryl are going to get into some sort of argument or fight, I think. And that might be happening in episode 18. And then when we see them again in episode 21, they come across something and they go their separate ways. Which is interesting. Obviously, it's not going to last forever because we know they're going to have a spin-off. But yeah, I mean, we don't really see those two argue that much. They're always like best friends. Well, it doesn't mean they're like well, I don't know. The synopsis does sort of make it seem the synopsis is sort of like making us question like, is something gonna happen with their friendship? So the way I see it happening is they're probably gonna they're gonna have an argument. They're gonna go their separate ways, and then they're gonna survive and do whatever they need to do. But then at the end of it, they'll realize that they do need each other because they're not gonna hate each other or anything like that. They're gonna be okay. So that's what I think is going on here. But that is interesting because we haven't really seen those two have beef or anything like that. All right, here we go. Episode 22, which is the finale, I guess we can call it, the second finale. Episode 22 is titled Here's Negan. And it says, the synopsis says, Carol takes Negan on a journey hoping to minimize the increasing tension. Negan reflects on the events that led him to this point and comes to a conclusion about his future. Once again, this episode is directed by Laura Belsey and is written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. And I'm sure all you guys are familiar with that name, David Leslie Johnson, because he's been writing episodes since season 2. He's written some really good episodes. So this, I'm excited for this one. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna get a Here's Negan episode. It's great that they saved it for the finale because I think this is something the fans are very excited for. And the Negan reflecting on his past, that's obviously gonna be, the flashbacks. His wife, actually, Hillary Burton, got cast as Lucille. So we know we're gonna see like Lucille in this episode, which is gonna be awesome. But the Carol takes Negan on a journey. That's the interesting thing that I want to talk about because the tension, the increasing tension, I'm assuming that has to do with Maggie. But I'm interested in seeing what this journey is going to be. Like, is Carol just like gonna take Negan somewhere and tell him to like leave or something? Because he does come to a conclusion about his future at the end there. We also know season 11 is the last season, but I don't think Negan's gonna leave this season. I think they would want to keep Negan around for season 11. Now, they don't have to because, again, it is the final season, and if they want to send Negan home early, they can do it. But I think it's good for Negan to stay because I think it'll be really cool seeing him meet the Commonwealth. I think it's something fans would like to see. But the thing is, the way they set this, the way the synopsis is written, definitely makes it seem like it's like Negan's last episode or something like that. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think Maggie and Negan are going to have a lot of tension. Maggie's going to be really angry at Negan and not accepting him. Carol promised Negan that she would make things okay for him if he killed Alpha, and he did. So I think Carol's gonna take Negan away and go on his journey to reflect on his past, and that's when we're gonna get the flashbacks. And then I think the conclusion at the end, what I'm hoping for, is Negan wanting to go back and truly apologize to Maggie. And they move forward from there and deal with the Commonwealth. Because that's what I kind of hope to happen. I think that'll be nicer to see rather than just Negan leaving. But that's what I'm thinking. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? But yeah, there we go. Those are all 6 episodes of The Walking Dead Season 10C, I guess we're calling it. The extra 6 episodes. All the titles in the synopsises, that's a hard word to say. Let me know what do you guys think about all that. As far as this video goes, I am gonna wrap it up there, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos, just be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, everybody. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.